as the V-Mart issue opens up today. To discuss more about the sector on the whole, we're currently joined by Mr. Lalit Agarwal, the CMD of V-Mart. Hi, Mr. Agarwal. Thanks so much, sir, for joining in. The last time we spoke, sir, you were sounding quite optimistic in terms of Q4, in terms of demand, in terms of SSG growth. How is that shaping up? If you could give us a sense about demand as well as what is the targeted SSG that you're looking at?
Hi, good afternoon. We are still optimistic. Demand seems to be good. We're seeing good growth over the last year. And I think once again the demand is led by the same events that we used to talk about. So a lot of marriages in this particular quarter also. Now being supported by Holi festival, because we are primarily in the Hindi belt of Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, Jharkhand, Uttarakhand. So there the Holi festival is also celebrated widely, and then we are seeing good upsurge in the demand in spite of the election processes in Uttar Pradesh. We are largely there in Uttar Pradesh with 59 stores. So we are seeing, even then we are seeing lot of demand coming up. Maybe also due to the fact that the political parties and then the spending which happening on the election days are also getting distributed to the people, and people are coming out to buy, and we are seeing a good rate of growth. So
Okay.
yeah, we are optimistic.
So because of elections this time around, your Q4 should look better than what we saw last year, right? Is that what you're hinting at, sir?
Yeah, so Q4 is better. I mean, yes, there is a growth that we are able to witness, and the growth is better than the Q3 also.
Okay.
So till now things are good.
Okay, so growth in Q4 to be better than what we saw last year as well as in the prior quarter. So, now that, D-Mart IPO has just opened up for retail investors, it's just but natural that we start making comparisons. So, if you could first tell us what is the total revenue as well as profit per share, profit per store for V-Mart, and what is the plan with respect to that? Do you see scope to improve the revenue as well as profits? And if yes, how will the company be able to achieve it?
See, primarily what we aspire for is around 10,000 rupees a square feet of revenue per square feet annually, and which is like 800 rupees a square feet per month, which leaves around 15% EBITDA at the store level, maybe 14.5% at the store level.
Good to have you back with us. So I know we are talking about the number of stores. If you could tell us what are the total number of stores that V-Mart has, how many of those stores are owned and how many of them are leased out?
So V-Mart is operating right now at 140 stores. With 140 stores, approximately around 11.6 lakh square feet of retail area. And primarily this is what our basic contribution comes more from apparel. Almost 83-84% of the sales comes from apparel, and only maybe 5-6% comes from FMCG, which is only there in 36 stores.
Correct.
So otherwise we are primarily a value fashion retailer.
But how many of these stores are owned? How many of them are owned by you? You must be paying rent for out of these 140 stores.
We are a completely leased out model. The company doesn't own any property, neither the offices nor the warehouse nor any store. So we are a completely leased out model where we lease the property for 12 years, and the average rate per square feet that we pay is around 32 rupees. And this is only around 4.5% or less than 4.5% of our sales.
So, Mr. Agarwal, you're comfortable with this mix, 83 to 84% of general merchandise and the rest 5 to 6% of FMCG. And secondly, if you could throw some more light on what the inventory cycle for V-Mart is, and is there scope to improve it, and if yes, how?
So I will once again like to recorrect this. 83-84% is apparel.
Okay.
Around 10% is general merchandise and 6% is FMCG. So the inventory days which we closed in the third quarter was 77 days, if I am not wrong.
Okay.
7 days of inventory is what we keep. Typically this is different from FMCG business. This is more of a apparel business where the inventory management has to be centralized. And these are stuff where the display stock is very important. So yeah, I mean, so this is what, and we have bettered our days of inventory since last 3-4 years.
All right, Ms. Agarwal, we've got you in a bit of a scratchy line, but those are the couple of focal points. So there, they have around 140 stores. All of them, they work